That number must be wrong.
That's literally what I said when I opened up the 10Q filing. This is Meta, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. Before taxes, they earned $21.8 billion. After taxes, it somehow jumped to $26.8 billion. The tax bill did not take away money, it handed them cash. And that is the trap. If you follow me, you already know the stock. We covered it back in February. I named a test called the monetization gap. I called it a strong buy and said that it had 43% upside. It was one of my biggest positions, and 5 months later, the stock's basically flat. So I owe you a straight answer on that call, and I'll give it to you before the video ends. So why should you listen to me? My name is Ken Freeman. I'm a Rutgers Business School professor, CFA charter holder, and I have over 20 years of experience on Wall Street. I train the top analysts at JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, and BlackRock. They get paid six figures to do one thing: read SEC filings. So I opened Meta's actual 10Q filing and read what the headline skipped. And there's one number that decides this stock. Meta is pouring money into AI. The test is simple. I call it the spending test. So, is Meta the buy of the decade, or are the bears finally right? Let's start with what the market actually saw. The bottom line looked like a monster quarter. So, why did the stock go nowhere? Normally, taxes are a cost. We pay them, they take money away. This quarter, Meta's tax line flipped. $5 billion back to them rather than it going to the IRS. A year ago, they paid a 9% tax rate. This quarter, the rate was negative 23%. That came from a one-time tax law change. It's not showing up again next quarter. Their investment income also flipped the other way, from an 827 million gain to a $1.1 billion loss. So let's strip out the noise and find what the real engine is doing. Operating profit still grew 30% in a year. So the real story is not that profit number. It's what Meta is doing with the money. So first, how does Meta actually make money? They own Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Billions of people use them every single day for free. While you scroll, Meta learns what you like, all of those clicks, likes, and habits. Then it sells ads aimed right at you. Advertisers pay big for that attention. And that is almost every dollar that Meta makes. So let's go straight to what changed. Revenue jumped 33% in a single year. But here's the part that actually matters. They're squeezing more out of each user, up to $15.66 per user, a 27% jump in a year. They also showed 19% more ads than last year, and they charge 12% more for every single one. More ads and a higher price at the same time. That's compounding. It means that advertisers cannot afford to leave. The core machine is getting stronger, not weaker like the bears feared. So the old fear is dead, but what's the new one? If this is the kind of research that you want, hit like and subscribe. It helps me bring this Wall Street level research to you every week for free. When something's off with the business, the warning signs hide in the numbers. I found four, and the last one is the whole game. For years, Meta added users like a machine. Users still grew 4% versus a year ago. It came to an eye-popping 3.56 billion people every day. But against the quarter before, it actually fell. The first drop like that ever. Meta blames a war and an app ban overseas. For now, this is the smallest worry, but a wall that was building higher just cracked. Meta has a second business that you might forget. It's called Reality Labs. This is the virtual reality and headset arm. Last quarter, it made just $402 million in sales. That was actually down 2% from a year ago. Now, look at what it lost in the last 90 days. $4 billion gone in just one quarter. About the same crushing loss as the entire last year. It sells almost nothing and burns billions. That is money that the ad engine has to cover. The next flag is something that nobody saw coming. Back in May, Meta cut about 8,000 jobs. It was around 10% of its entire workforce. Now, 26 employees are suing the company. They claim that an AI tool picked who got cut, and they specifically focused on workers that had medical and family leave. This is the first case of its kind, and it puts a spotlight on how Meta runs. This flag is what the entire video is built on. Meta is spending on AI like a company at war. Just on buildings and equipment last quarter, they spent almost $19 billion. A year earlier, that number was $13 billion. Add on what they're spending in new tech, and that's $17.7 billion on research and development, up 46% in a year. The research spend is climbing faster than the profit that it's supposed to create. And just this week, the bet got even bigger. BlackRock is raising over $12 billion in bonds to fund a huge Meta data center in Texas. Bonds are just borrowed money, plain debt. And Meta only owns 20% of that project. BlackRock owns the other 80% and they carry the debt. Not a bad deal. Meta is betting the entire company future that AI is going to pay off. Four red flags, that's the entire bear case. But here's what the bears cannot explain. The core ad business is not just getting by and surviving, it's throwing off cash at a huge pace. So with an engine running like that, what's the upside for bulls? Remember Reality Labs burning billions? Look at the business sitting right next to it. The apps that we actually use are a machine. That side earned $26.9 billion in profit, and that's up 24% from a year ago. One piece loses a few billion, the other prints tens of billions of dollars. And yes, daily users dipped for this one time, but each user earns more, and this number proves it. Now, about that scary spending from the last flag. This is why Meta can still afford the bet. They are sitting on a huge pile of cash. But let's be honest, that pile is not growing. Cash actually fell from 35.9 to 23.4 billion, and they moved it into investments instead. Those investments rose to 57.7 billion. That's up from 45.7 billion at the end of the year. And something I caught that most people will miss. 5 billion of that cash is now locked up. It's restricted, they can't spend it freely. So, the usable cushion is a little bit smaller than it looks. At least it's still money that they own, not borrowed. Remember the fear that the spending has no payoff? Well, 2 weeks ago, Meta answered it. They launched a new business, Meta Compute. It rents Meta's AI power out to other companies. So, all that expensive gear is not idle. It can earn money from outside customers. They're also building their own AI chip called Iris. It's going to be in production by September to cut its costs. The market loved it and the stock jumped 15% that week. Suddenly, all that spending has a way to pay itself back. The growth is not stuck in just one country. The US and Canada brought in 21.3 billion, up from 16.9 billion the year before. Asia Pacific came in at 15.4 billion, up from 11.2 a year earlier. And even Europe, the legal headache, paid up. 13.2 billion, up from 9.6 the year before. Regulators in France are fighting Meta right now, but the money there still went up, not down. Every major region is still moving up. If you want to learn how to do this yourself, scan the QR code on the screen. Those are the red flags and the green flags. So where does Wall Street actually land? 58 analysts currently cover Meta. The consensus rating is buy. The Wall Street median target sits right near $824. Let's see where three major firms stand. First up, Morgan Stanley. They kept their buy rating and their target is $775. Their whole argument is about that spending fear. They think the market already overreacted to it. The worry, they say, is already in the price. They would rather own the ad engine than fear it. Bank of America also has a buy rating. Their target is $835. They are focused on Meta's AI opportunity. They think that it's bigger than the models show. Their bet is that the spending builds real value even if Wall Street cannot see it all yet. Third, we have Citizens JMP, and they also have a buy rating. Their target is $800. They are one of the most bullish on Wall Street. They're telling clients to start buying right now. They believe that the AI story is only getting started. Notice something across all three. Every single one says buy, but the targets are $60 apart. They agree on the direction, but they disagree on what the spending is worth. And that disagreement is the whole trade. And if you want to bring me your own meta questions, my members get me live every single week. So what does the institutional grade data say? The smart money on Wall Street. Let's cover that next. Cap IQ is a $25,000 per year subscription that I'm showing you guys today for free. If you want to invest like the pros, you need to see what the pros see. The analysts that I train at the top banks across Wall Street all use Cap IQ. Here's the Meta valuation dashboard. Wall Street has a low value for Meta of 664. They have a high value of Meta of 1,015. The median is 824, which is 28% upside to today. The overall rating is 1.35, which is a buy rating. For that median to be reached, three things must be true. First, the ad engine keeps growing near today's pace. The money per user cannot stall. Second, the AI spending starts to earn real revenue. Meta Compute has to actually sell. Third, their own cash keeps covering the AI build. They fund it themselves without borrowing. Cap IQ does not give certainty, but it shows us what the biggest investors on the planet are betting on. The street sees big upside from here, but the spending keeps climbing. And this quarter's profit jumped on a tax gift. So which side of this trade is actually reading the numbers right? At the start, I owed you two answers. First, the old call, the monetization gap. I told you to watch if the ad money came back. and it did in a big way. So on that test, I was right. Yet the stock is still basically flat. And that's because a new fear replaced the old one. That fear is the spending, which is why I created the spending test. And the question was simple. Is Meta's own cash still going to pay for this build, or will they have to borrow to keep it going? Here's the honest answer. Right now, the bet is self-funding, but it's not locked in. And here's the number that proves it today, page 10 of the filing. The business threw off 32.2 billion in cash, up from 24 billion a year ago. This quarter, the cash covered the whole build. They did not borrow a single dime to make the bet. But here's why it's not locked in. Management guided to far bigger spending ahead, 125 to 145 billion for the full year. And that is the number that could break the coverage. If the build outgrows the cash, the bet cracks. And here's the cushion under all of it. Meta's own equity grew to $243 billion. That's up from $217 billion at the end of last year. And if you want to see another Giants AI bet up close, my last video breaks down Amazon's newest AI buy. Now, this is why the date matters. Meta reports next on July 29th, just days away. Watch to see if the cash still covers the spending. If it does, the bet works and the bulls are winning. If they start borrowing, the bears might be right. If you don't know what a company's worth, you're just guessing, not investing. Change that now. Just scan the QR code on the screen.
You should seek the advice of an investment professional always. I do not know your individual financial situation. This content is meant to educate and is not investment advice.
That being said, my model shows an implied share price of $963.54. With the stock currently sitting at $643.81, that implies upside of almost 50%. So based on the numbers, Meta has a buy rating. On Wall Street, a stock trading at greater than a 20% discount is considered a buy rating because it provides us a margin of safety. I do own Meta stock and I'm a big believer in the company. It is my seventh largest position at a weight of 4.6%. Pay attention to one thing moving forward. Does their own cash keep paying for the build? If yes, the bet passes. If no, and they borrow, the bears might be right. That is the only question that matters. Are you a bull on Meta here, or does the spending break the story? Let me know in the comments below. As always, be relentless.